Once again.
Oh, so it's morning again. I didn't even know. Good morning, boys and girls. You know, we are back again. We are what? Back again. Now, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You're not clapping at me. So a whole teacher like me will clap my hands, and you that is listening to me will not clap. Where is it done? Where is it done? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Abi, you're not happy? Okay, you're not happy. No problem. As you're not happy, should I come and be going? Should I will go. Do you want me to go? And I'm telling you to clap, not to clap. Clap your hands, Lord. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Now you come. Yes, well done. Okay. Today, you know, yesterday or in our previous class, we looked at percentage. Did I say percentage? We looked at profit and loss. That time that Mazi Uchenina wanted me to sell goods that I bought for 1,000 naira. I wanted me to sell it for him for 900 naira. Who does that? You can imagine buying something for a big amount of money. They now want to sell for a small amount of money. That is loss now. And me, I told him that as a businessman, I cannot make a loss. But man, I was just looking for my trouble. Don't mind him, Daddy. Now, children, today we're going to look at percentage profit and loss. What did I say? Percentage profit and loss. I know. I know what you're saying now. You know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. What you're saying is we have done it before. You know what? You have done it before. You always, in fact, you know everything. You will not pay attention and listen. You have done to you know what? You know everything in the whole universe. Instead of just wait and listen, you have done it before. What kind of you know it are you? Don't be faster on your shadow. Even if you know it, calm down and listen. Abba, don't be too fast. Even if you know it, do you know if other people know it? See your head. You better listen, better pay attention. You are telling me you know it now. If I ask you a question now, okay, you that say you know it, what is the meaning of percent? See, you don't know it. I say you know it. You are thinking. Go and sit down. I cannot see you. You are thinking now. It's now you know you think. I thought you said you know it. Let's proceed, Joe. We're looking at percentage profit and loss. Anyway, that is my own way of telling you guys welcome. Right? So let's pay attention, guys. So yesterday we looked at profit and loss, and I told us that profit is when you sell something bigger than the amount you bought it. Say for example, if I bought something for 20 naira and I sold it for 50 naira, I actually made what? A profit. Loss, on the other hand, is when I bought something for some amount of money, and then I will not do the inevitable. I will not do what? Do the what? Inevitable. What if I do the inevitable? I will buy something for like 10 naira, sell it 5 naira. That is inevitable. So, but that is not what we are talking about today. What we are talking about today is what? Percentage profit and loss. That profit and loss we learned yesterday. Today we want to turn it to what? Percentage. We want to turn it to what? Percentage. And you know that anytime you are talking about percentage, you are talking about what? 100. Percentage is gotten from two words. What? Percent. And you know per means one. You are trying to say per 100. Alright? And anytime you are, and this is the symbol of percentage. Anytime you see this is symbol of percentage. Am I communicating? Anytime you see this, it means what? Percentage. And anytime you are changing a number to percentage, you must multiply by what? 100. You must times 100. I hope I'm communicating. We're not talking about percentage today. We're talking about percentage profit and loss. But I'm just doing a little background information. Percent. In fact, anytime you hear percent, the first thing that should come to your mind is what? 100. And this is the symbol for percentage. We already know what profit is. We already know what profit is. We already know what loss is. So now we're going to look at what? Percentage, profit, and loss. How do we change that thing that is already in profit to profit percent? How do we change that thing that is already in loss to what? Loss percent. And you know definitely that for you to change that thing that is already in profit to profit percent, you must multiply by what? 100. Same thing applies for the what? Loss. That's why I say I've done it before. You don't listen. Now, to find the profit percent, express the profit. That means first of all we have to find the profit. Yes. First of all we have to do what? Find the what? Profit. Because they said here we have to express the profit as a percentage of the cost price. Now, who can remind me how to find profit? How do you find profit? Formula for finding profit. What is the answer? Who knows the answer? Fantabulous. Profit is what? Selling price minus what? Cost price. And how did I say you can know that you are looking for profit? How did I say in the question, if they say find the profit or loss, how will you know that you are looking for profit? Yes? Okay? Exactly. If for you to be looking for profit, that means your selling price must be bigger than what? Your cost price. And you know that selling price is the amount you bought it. Cost price is the amount you sold it. I'm just trying to refresh our memory. Alright? So, then of the cost price, full stop. They now said in bracket, the profit divided by the cost price multiplied by 100. So to find the percentage profit, this is the formula. Percentage profit has a formula, and you have to use this formula after you have found the profit. You now do profit over cost price times 100 over 1. What is the formula for finding profit, guys? Profit over cost price times 100 over 1. Again, over times over. Again, profit percent is what? Over times over. Clap for yourself, Joe. My smart children. Clap for yourself. You are all smart. That's beautiful. Let's continue. These are the things you are supposed to know. Hello? These are the things you are supposed to know that will make the calculation easy for us. If we don't know this thing, it becomes difficult. Let's continue. Loss percent. Now, to find the loss percent, express the loss. That means we are going to the same way we are going to find loss too. After finding loss, then we now do what? Express the loss. And you know that to find loss is what? Cost price minus what? Selling price. Abi? And you always find loss when the cost price is bigger than what? The selling price. So can we continue? As a percentage of the cost price divided by, in fact, let me tell us that all this grammar that I'm speaking, see the meaning here. What it's trying to tell us is that to find the percentage loss, you have to do loss over cost price times 100 over 1. The same way profit percent is profit over the cost price times 100 over 1. Loss percent is what? Loss over the cost price times 100 over 1. Am I communicating? That is how you find it. Alright? So now, let's look at the following example. A man bought a bag for $250 and sold it at a price of $300. Find the profit or loss percent. I know somebody is beginning to smile. Somebody is beginning to smile sporadically. Somebody is beginning to smile spontaneously. Somebody is beginning to smile exhilaratingly. Oh yeah. Find the profit or loss. They want to try us. They want to do what? Try us. They don't know us, so they don't know that we're the greatest mathematician. Guys, I remember I told us how to find the profit or loss. So first of all, let us write. Instead of to find the profit or loss. So let us write out our selling price. You know our selling price is the amount we sold it, alright? So our selling price is what? Our selling price is sold, right? Sold at what? 300. The cost price, being the amount we bought it, right, is what? 250. So here now, the selling price is bigger than the cost price. That means you're looking for profits. Very good. Profit is equal to what? Selling price minus cost price, which is what? 300 minus what? 250, which is equal to what? 50 naira. Our profit is what? 50 naira. But they said profit or loss percent. So now that I found profit, we're going to find the profit percent. The profit percent, the formula is what? Profit over what? Cost price times 100 over 1. In this question now, the profit is what? 50 naira. Over the cost price, which is what? 250. Times what? 100 over 1. Hope it's clear. We put everything here in this formula. So you see now, to find profit percent, we need to know the formula of finding profit, which is selling price minus cost price. After knowing that, we need to know the formula of finding profit percent, which is what? Profit over cost price times 100 over 1. So in this profit, we are putting our 50 naira. In this cost price, we are putting our 250 times 100 over 1. What do? We cancel out. 0 will cancel 0. What can divide? 5. 5 in 25 is 5. 5 in 10 is 2. 5 in 5 is 1. 5 in 50 is what? 10. The answer is what? 10 times 2. That's what? 20%. The reason why we are putting this percent is because we multiply by 100. Remember I told us that anytime we are changing to percentage, you have to multiply by 100. And if you multiply by 100, that means your answer is going to have what? Percent. Am I communicating? So that's how we find the profit percent for this. Alright? In case this place is not clear, you just rewind the video back a bit and rewatch it. Okay? So that's how we found here now the profit percent is 20. Let's talk number 2. Number 2. A bag was bought, cost price, was bought at a price of what? 500 naira. The bag was bought for 500 and was sold, selling price, for how much? 450. Pay attention, please guys. Anytime we're doing this thing, let's avoid any form of distraction. Don't let anyone distract you. I need you all to pay serious attention. Just follow me in what I'm doing, okay? But it's always what? The cost price, okay? Then sold is what? The selling price. So now, let's have to find the percentage profit or loss. Now, looking at this question now, we can establish that cost price is bigger than the selling price. So I told us that if the cost price is bigger than the selling price, that means we are looking for what, people? Exactly, loss. God bless you, my lovely children. You are looking for loss. And how do you find loss? Cost price minus what? Selling price. Fantabulous. Fantabulous. That's lovely. So now, the cost price is what? 500 minus what? 450. Our answer is what? 50 naira. In case you don't know how I got 50 naira, see what I did here. 500 minus 450. 0 take away 0 is what? 0. 0 take away 5 is not possible. Borrow 1 from here. Put here becomes 10. Here you know what? 4. 10 minus 5 is what? 5. 4 minus 4 is what? 0. So have you seen how we got the 50 of this one? So let's continue now. Now we move on to what? Loss percent. Loss percent. And I told us that the loss percent is found by what? Loss over what? Cost price times 100 over 1. Are we communicating? Yes. So what is the loss from the question? The loss is what? 15 naira. Over what is the cost price? 500. Times what? 100 over 1. Are we seeing it? Now let's divide. 0 here will cancel 0 here. 0 here will cancel 0 here. Alright? 5 here is 1. 5 here is what? 10. Right? So our loss percent is what? 10%. That's your answer. Straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Alright? I told us that for us to be able to find the loss percent, we need to know this formula. Loss over cost price times 100 over 1. But before we use this formula, we'll go and find the loss. And the loss can be found by doing cost price minus selling price. Let's not forget that the cost price is the amount we bought it, okay? And the selling price is the amount we did what? We sold it. So that means the cost price is what? 500 minus the selling price, which is what? 450. Which is equals to what? 15 naira. That is the loss. Then we now integrate it. We now diffuse it into this formula. So if you are preparing for any external exam, you need to know this formula. Very, very important. Extremely what? Important. We need to know all these formulas. Because the truth is that in the exam, they won't give you the formula. They won't. So you have to know the formula by heart. Okay? The formula of finding loss percent is what? Loss over what? Cost price times 100 over what? 1. Put everything inside, divide, and get your answer. And speaking of which, anytime you are solving profit or loss percent, please, after getting your answer, don't forget to put your percentage symbol. It is very, very important. Always put your what? Percentage symbol. Putting your percentage symbol makes it unique. If you don't put your percentage symbol, it's as good as you not knowing what you did. So to avoid them looking at us like, hello, maybe we are not even sure of what we did, we need to do what? Put our what? Percentage what? Our percentage what? Symbol. Now let's look at the last question there. Let's read together, everybody. 40x. What did I say? 40 what? X. 40x were bought at 10 for 200. 10 for 200. And sold at 8 for 200. I know somebody wants to say, this question seems very, very strange. But the truth of the matter is, that is just the purpose of what? The question. Now let's look at it very well, guys. 40x were bought at what? 10 for what? 200. And sold at 8 for 200. Find the profit percent. Am I communicating? 40x were bought at what? 10 for 200 and sold at 8 for 200. Find the profit percent. See, hello people, this question is very, very technical. So we need to pay serious attention. So now, first of all, I have to find the selling price. The selling price here now, okay, no, cost price first. Cost price. The cost price, that is what? 40x. 40x at 10 for how much? 200. Alright? 40x at what? 10 for what? 200. Then the selling price is what? They said the same 40x at what? 8 for 200. Now, let me tell us what this question means. You know, there are some people that like to do bulk buying. Alright? So what they were doing here is that they will count 8, 200, 8, 2, 10, 200. So now, for this cost, let us find the total cost price. Total what? Cost price. To find the total cost price, we have to find the amount they paid for one egg. One egg. So how much they pay for one egg? We are going to do 200 divided by 10. This one they said 10 for 200. It means they counted 10. They told them this 10 we count is what? 200. Alright? So let's proceed. So one egg is what? 200 divided by what? 10. That is what? 0 cancel 0. That means one egg was how much? 20 naira. So now 40 eggs will be 40 times 20. That is how much? 800 naira. I hope we are seeing it. First of all, we just listed out what they gave us. Now let us find the total cost price. We have to find the amount they bought one egg, and that is what? 200 divided by 10. Because they said 10 for 200. 10 for what? 200. So that means 200 divided by 10. That is what? 20 naira. That means one egg was sold for how much? 20 naira. Now let us find the total selling price. Total selling price. In the selling price, they said 40 eggs at 8 for 200. So we're going to find how much they sold one egg. And to find that, we're going to do 200 divided by 8. 200 divided by 8 is equal to 25 naira. You can do your math. You can do your math and confirm. Do your math and confirm. Divide it and tell me the answer. Fast. Who is there? Or who wants to confirm that what I said is actually correct? Who wants to confirm? Have we confirmed? Have we? Fantabulous. So now, let us find the total eggs. That's what? 40 eggs now will be what? 40 times what? 25. We need to understand this question well. 40 times 25, that is what? 1,000 or 1,000. Let us do it here to see. So we have 40 times 25. Let us do it. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is what? 20. Right? Now 2 times 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is what? 8. Right? 0, 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1,000. So hope we have seen how we got the 1,000. This is how we got the 1,000. In case you are wondering how we got it, we did 40 times 25, so this is the breakdown. So let me clean it. So now that we have found the total, so we can now say that the cost price is how much now? 800. And the selling price is what? 1,000. So we can now establish that what we are looking for here is what? The profit. And why is it profit? Because the selling price is bigger than what? The cost price. So that and profit is what? Selling price minus what? Cost price. I hope we are seeing it. The selling price is what? 1,000 minus what? 800. And that will be giving us what? 200. I hope I'm communicating. And that will give us what? 200. I hope I'm making sense now. That will give us what? 200. But it doesn't end here. We are looking for what? Profit percent. Let's not forget that. And what is the formula of finding profit percent? The formula of finding profit percent is what? Profit over cost price times 100 over 1. So we can establish from this question that the profit is what? 200. Over the cost price, which is what? 800. Times what? 100 over 1. That's what they want us to do. So from here now, what we are going to do is extremely very what? Simple. We cancel out. 0 cancel 0. 0 cancel 0. What can divide? 2. 2 in 8 is what? 4. 2 in 200 is what? 100. 2 can divide. 2 in 4, 2. 2 in 100, 50. 2 here, 1. 2 here, 25. So our answer is what? 25%. Wow, this number 3 question is plenty. You know, I believe this has to do with understanding. Look at the question. 40 eggs were bought at 10 for 200. These were the key words. 10 for 200. That is the selling price, the cost price rather. And was now sold at 8, being this, for 200. Find the profit percent. So what we are supposed to do is that we are supposed to go find the total cost price. And the total cost price is what? 800. And how do you find the total cost price? To find the total cost price, you have to find the cost of 1 egg. From the information they gave you, 10 for 200. That means they counted 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Call it what? 200. Another 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Call it 200. That is the meaning of 10 for 200. It means they counted 10 eggs. They call it what? 200. Another 10 eggs, 200. Another 10 eggs, 200. Now, the person that is selling the egg, when he wanted to sell the 40 eggs, he was now selling 8 for what? 200. That means he will count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call it what? 200. See, maths is very simple. Just that most of the time, the problem we usually have is problem of English. Understanding the question. See, I can assure you that as soon as the moment you are able to understand the question, it becomes extremely easy. Yes, it becomes what? Extremely what? Easy. Alright? So what we are supposed to do here now is this. So we now found the cost of 1 egg, that's 20. 20 naira is 1 egg. Now the total eggs, how many eggs they give us? 40 eggs. The total eggs minus the price for 1 egg, so that we can find how much you paid for the 40 eggs. That is what? 40 times 20, that is what? 800. That's for the total cost price. Now for the total selling price, we have to find the cost of 1 as well by doing 200 divided by 8, because they said 8 for 200. That is the selling price. And when we divided, we got 25 naira as the price for 1 egg that was sold. So the total amount of money for the 40 eggs is what? 40 times 25, which is what? 1,000. Let's not forget that this is 40 eggs. So we can now conclude that the cost price is 800, selling price is 1,000. Now the profit is what? Selling price minus what? Cost price. And what is the selling price? 1,000 minus 800, which is what? 200. We have gotten our profit. Now our profit percent is what? Profit over cost price times 100 over 1. So this profit that is 200, we now put it here, we're replacing the profit. The cost price, which is what? The cost price is what? 800. We put it here times 100 over 1. Got 25%. Sorry guys, I know I have to shoot this video in the dark. And that is just to tell us how much I love us. You know, I'm willing to do anything for us. Yes. You know, at some point it was getting dark, so I had to, like, you know, improvise, get the flashlight, and I'm not bothered though. I'm not bothered at all. You know, shooting it in the night. If I have to shoot it in the night, I don't mind. My own is that I want my children to learn. So if I have to shoot it in the night, there's no problem. So, but what I'm mostly after is, did we understand what percentage profit and loss is all about? I can as well spend another 30 minutes trying to explain it, but that won't be necessary. just start the video from the beginning. If possible, you can download it or probably maybe just save it. You know, if you are using a YouTube app, you can save the video for offline view. You can always go back and rewatch it. See, let me tell us something. See, you know, with this particular thing we are doing now, it's not like the one we come to school and after the teacher teaches us, that's the end. Some of you can save this video in your YouTube application. Yes, you can save the video. If you want me to tell you how to save, just send me a message on WhatsApp. I will do a tutorial on how you can be able to save YouTube videos, so that at least you can always go and watch the video again and see what Mr. Emmanuel did. You know, it's like now you have me in your house. It's not like you can rewind me. You can rewind me backward. You can fast forward me if you like. I mean, you have me inside your mobile device or your computer or your laptop. So you can rewind me backward. You can fast forward me backward. But let it just be that you understood the concept. That is all I'm after. So please, let's keep studying. I'm going to give us classwork, alright, for this particular one. We're going to do classwork on it so that we can be able to learn. But I want us to write this thing down, you know, and if you have any question, you can ask me personally. But I believe with this, we are able to understand what percentage profit and loss is. Just follow the formula. As long as you follow this formula, it's very easy. Formula of percentage profit is profit over cost price times 100 over 1. Same thing with percentage loss. Loss over cost price times 100 over 1. Very easy. Alright? So we have to, you know, keep learning, keep studying. Alright? And another thing, like I said, you know, these videos we are doing is for us to learn. So if you have friends who are probably at home, why not just give them the YouTube channel name or probably just share the video to them? Right? Share it, let everybody learn. Right? Alright? With this period, we need to help each other because these things are really not so good. But we know by God's grace, soon everything will be good. I believe so. We are going to see the end of COVID-19 and God will help each and every one of us. So till I come your way in our next class, keep learning, keep studying, and don't forget, this is called Mr. Emmanuel's Learning Clinic. Mr. Emmanuel's Online Learning Clinic. Alright? Don't worry, I know the name. I'm going to change the name very soon. But while I was just discussing this, I had somebody say, this is really clinic. You know, a clinic is like a hospital. You know, they don't close. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, they're always there. That is why today's one we are doing it in the night. So we'll not get to complain. Alright? But what I'm after is let's be that we understood it. I'm going to give us classwork, okay? If you don't understand the classwork, you can ask any question in the comment section. Or better still, watch this video again. Till I come your way in our next class, keep watching, keep learning, and don't forget to stay safe. Mr. Emmanuel loves you all. Won't you clap for me? Clap for me, Joe. So I will remind you to clap for me. I'll be clap for me, Joe. Thank you. I appreciate you all. So see you all in our next class. Thank you and good night.